Hello. By now, you should be familiar with the story of Moses, that is Exodus 2, where he killed the Egyptian. Essentially, Moses took it upon himself to carry out what he believed was the right thing to do. If we look at the story of the 7 sons of Sceva in Acts 19, we see another example of people doing what the Lord had not called them to do. Both situations ended in disaster, but at least in Moses' case, God later called him to lead, much later. There are lessons here. These were all driven people, and such types go ahead of God's plan. They're what we might call, in today's terms, career people. They're in the church and seem to be more ministry-focused than God-focused. Driven people hurt people. The reason is that they've an agenda to further their vision, if you like, and they plough through anyone whom they perceive as a threat. God is more interested in what he can do in us than what he can do through us. Proverbs 16:32 reads, "Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city." Again and again, believers are hurt by those in charge of their souls, leaders who demand servanthood and submission, and somehow manage to make people feel like they've failed. I believe in the process of invitation. I don't have an agenda, bar to share God's word via whatever open door is before me. This in mind, he's brought me to all kinds of unforeseen places, and extraordinary things have happened. Ambition seems to have been purged from me. In many ways, I'm at a loss as to what to do with my life and my career. But God has my times in his hands, and his plan is well scripted. I would identify this as being led of God. When Moses was finally called, his life became more difficult and complicated. Imagine having to lead a whole generation of mourners. He was brought up in the Egyptian court, remember, and that was quite a privileged life. St. Paul went from persecutor to persecuted. Jesus was the ultimate leader. Yes, he did berate people when necessary, but it was done out of a genuine desire to bring out the best in the end. Remember, Jesus didn't have a ministry to further himself. Coming from heaven to earth, he wasn't exactly going upwards in the pecking order. God bless you.